Alright, we have arrived, and this layout is kind of annoying because the boss can be in two possible rooms, up here or down there. I think what we're gonna do is go straight through the middle. And hopefully we'll get a scout, and otherwise we're gonna have to travel in the opposite direction once we get all the way to the end of this long corridor. Well, long, it's not that long. Okay, well, they're beasts. I'm looking at whether they are eldritch, and they're definitely not, so that is good to note. Let me see, do I want to use a pull? I think I may. Let's pull this guy forward. Now we can use a Wicked Hack or an Iron Swan. Iron Swan may get the kill on him, although a Wicked Hack is definitely gonna get the kill on the Swine Spawn as long as it lands. So that's gonna be my choice. And then we have the Sniper Shot, I think, against... deals extra damage against beasts? No, that's the ability of the Houndmaster, I think. But anyway, let's try to do this. 12, that was minimal damage, which is really annoying. Drums of Debilitation is no longer doing any stress damage, which is good. Because the stress on our Plague Doctor from the offset has been quite high, as you may have noticed. Okay. What are we gonna do next? I think... This ability is gonna clear corpses now, and I kind of don't want to do that because the Swine Reaver is quite useless in that position. So instead, I may actually simply use a Sacrificial Stab against the Gladiator. Okay, how about a Noxious Blast or maybe an Incision? Incision looks fine, especially if it kills. Excellent. Drums of Debilitation again, this time it critted. That of course does cause a bit of stress damage. Nothing that we cannot really deal with though. My favorite attack, the Iron Swan from the Hellion, takes care of the Swine Drummer. We resisted the stun, which is great. We're gonna mark this target because its protection is 33%, so it's gonna take a bit of effort to get through that. Although we could use the Noxious Blast, if only... we had cleared the corpses, but we don't want to do that anyway, because from that position he is relatively harmless. Let's reduce his damage anyway though. You can apply and if it bleeds, 11 damage and the bleed, I would hope. Yes indeed. And now we can attack him with an enhanced Sniper Shot. Didn't get the kill. That's too bad. Ball and Chain. Oh, he can use that attack. That attack is still pretty annoying. Although we did resist both the stun and the movement. Let's do a Sacrificial Stab to finish him off. Right. Nice goodies. Now, we remember very well from last time that we shouldn't touch this without any trinkets. But, do we want to use any trinkets to interact with this? Because... let's actually read the flavor text, see if that helps us a little bit. A stone used for ancient barbaric rituals. Inspect the stone. I would think that holy water would be ideally suited for this. I'm gonna take the gamble. No effect. Okay, well. I don't want to use the firewood, so never mind. I'm not gonna touch that again. I'm too afraid of a big stress. I'm basically too afraid of one of my characters becoming afflicted again. Because that was not fun last time. Alright. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, okay. Noxious Blast? No, I think we need to embolden her again. I think that's gonna help us a great deal. And then I kind of want to reduce the damage on that guy, because he can be pretty nasty. Vomit is of course something that we do not want to have to contend with. Especially since apparently now it also causes a lot of stress. I didn't remember that from the previous episode. But no matter. Let's try to kill the swine spawn. Okay, good. Trot retreats, that makes him a lot more dangerous now. So we're kind of gonna want to stun him or something. His damage has been reduced though. Can I do anything more in that regard? Not really. In that case, I think I'm gonna mark him. It's gonna make it a little bit easier to take him down in future rounds with the Arbalist. And then with you, I'm gonna use the Weakening Curse again. So that thanks to the stacking effect, his damage has now been reduced down to 25% of what it otherwise would be. You, on the other hand, are gonna use an Incision? Yeah, I think so. Wow! That is great damage. That actually gets the kill on him. Oh, no, it doesn't. Well, not immediately, anyway. What do I want to do here? I kind of want to kill this dude. Yep. It's a waste of damage, but we cannot allow that one to stay alive. And you deal some damage against the Swine Tor. And the Pig Spear can be devastating. It isn't. I think mostly because of the damage debuff that we applied. So I think that was a very good call on our side. And now it's a matter of trying to take him down. But I am going to heal up the Occultist a little bit. We did apply a bleed because of that. That is unfortunate. Let's apply Noxious Blast, because that's very nice damage over time and it's gonna ignore his protection. Crunching Backhand, 10 damage. Wow, might even be worse than the other attack. Anyway, another 10 damage. Is he no longer marked? No, he's still marked. Interesting. Oh, she is no longer being buffed by the buff from the Plague Doctor. That is good to note. Can we pull him forward? He has a 120% resistance. No, it's very unlikely that we're going to be able to pull him. What is his debuff? Let's stack up on that debuff then. Make sure that he's not becoming too devastating. If it bleeds, could be nice. He did resist the bleed. That's unfortunate. On his next turn, he's going to be dead though. So I think we are in a good shape now. Oh no, he's not going to be dead. Ooh. Interesting. Let's kill him. It's a bit unfortunate, but I was kind of wanting to heal up the Plague Doctor, but oh well. Alright, now we can get a bunch of food, I believe, from this makeshift dining table. That is a nice bunch of food indeed. Let's eat a lot of it. You are bleeding. We're gonna fix that. Now we get a scout, but unfortunately that scout does not tell us where the boss is. It does tell us that the next room is going to be empty. Ah, Hungry Event. I was wondering why the game all of a sudden froze. Not really freezing, I guess. It was just a little hiccup. Little delay. No. No scout. That is unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna use a campfire. Try to buff ourselves up. Also reduce stress a little bit. What can we do to for that purpose? We could use Reject the Gods, but that's not really something that I want to do. Battle Trance is probably gonna be something that I'm gonna go with. Remove diseases and stress resistance could be good. Increase the speed on the Occultist. It's a bit expensive. Costs 3 respite. No, I think things are gonna be quite simple here. We're gonna use the Battle Trance. We're gonna reduce the stress on our Plague Doctor. I think I'm also gonna use a Pep Talk on our Plague Doctor because I'm aware that she is a fear of beasts. And even though I've compensated for that with the Book of Relaxation, it's still good to give her a bit more resistance to stress. And then we can also still do this. And then we have 3 points remaining. We could use Reject the Gods, but I don't want to do that. I think her stress is gonna be fine. At least I hope it's gonna be fine. Then it's either gonna be the Unspeakable Commune or another pep talk. I don't really see how speed is gonna benefit him all that much. Although that does give him the first action so that he can heal someone back up. So I think I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah. The healing, of course, is completely wasted on the occultist, but it's mostly to do for the speed. Alright. Alright, we did get ambushed in the night. That is kind of what we expect, and we did get a bad shuffle as well. Although our Plague Doctor, of course, can be quite useful from this position. What do I want to do? I guess I simply want to attack, right? 12 damage and a bleed, so that one is dead. In that case, I think... What can you do? Can you use your... If it bleeds, you can. Okay, so the... What is it? The Hellion can actually attack the Swine Drummer, so that's good. So instead, I guess what I'm gonna do here is a Weakening Curse in that case. On this guy. Not that they deal that much damage, but regardless. Oh, wow. Nice. Stress reduction, I love it. That one's dead, and this one's probably gonna get a turn, yes. It's a blind. Pretty nasty, but not really something that we... what am I even trying to say? It is something that we can easily deal with once we apply an anti-venom, of course. Alright. That one, and then that. Alright, lots of goodies as well. Let's put everyone back in their rightful position. Alright. And we still don't know whether we have to go up or down, so I'm gonna take a gamble and go down. Ooh. I believe that this actually removes a quirk. And I would really love to do that. For example, Fear of Beasts. Losing that one would be great. But maybe we have something else. Calm is not really great. Claustrophobia and Enlightened. It's not really that bad. It's not really that bad. Mercurial reduced virtue chance is not good, but I think I'm gonna go with the Plague Doctor here. Interact with this. Use a torch. A bunch of scrolls. The cursive is sloppy and difficult to read. Read the scrolls or use a torch on it. Flagellant. Well, you know. It's not the quirk that I would have chosen, but I didn't have a choice, so yeah. I'll take it anyway. Oh, come on! This looks familiar though. Anyway. Some damage. That should kill that one off. No, it doesn't quite do that. Frustrating. Sacrificial stab, though. No, I do want to get rid of this dude. Drums of Debilitation only apply debuff anyway. Although this debuff, if it lasts a couple of rounds... Until what? Until camp? No, that's for the buff, right? Not for the debuff. Yeah, alright. You cannot really do anything useful, so you simply move to the front. You use a blind fire. We cannot really choose a target there, so... That's gonna have to do. You apply a Weakening Curse. It failed, unfortunately. Our Hellion, however, is doing a much better job, although that doesn't quite get us the kill on his next turn. So once again, we're gonna have to... oh, we cannot use the Incision on that location. Okay, that's unfortunate. Then we're gonna do this instead. That is also not gonna get the kill. I'm not lucky in this regard, am I? Alright, 3 dodges and 1 successful attack, although her stress really isn't too bad. As it could be. It's fortunate that all of the other 2 higher stress characters actually managed to dodge that. Speed is 6, eh? It's likely that our Plague Doctor is gonna get another turn, so I'm gonna try to heal up our Hellion, which failed. But oh well, we tried. Take the goodies. Of course, it is only a 50% chance that we're actually gonna be encountering the boss in this next room. Regardless though, we're gonna eat a bunch of food to maximize our health. Alright. Everyone is full. Torchlight to the maximum. Do I have anything else that I can use to buff anyone up? No, not really. So let's get in here. Let's see if the beast is in here. The Unstable Flash. The Unstable Flash morphs at the beginning of every round, so that's good to note. I wonder if their marks, if we mark them, if that remains in place. But regardless, the front unit doesn't have any protection, so I could use blind fire and hope that we hit him, but that's only 25% chance, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to try and mark. Yeah. Alright. Sanguine Stroke, that's a heal, which is kind of useless because we haven't even dealt any damage to them yet. Let's buff up the Hellion in this case. Can we pull? No. Okay, is he Eldritch? They're Eldritch. Oh, that's excellent, because then we can use the Sacrificial Stab for bonus damage. Which apparently doesn't deal that much damage, unless we obviously attack the front unit. Which is great. Maws of Life. That looks bad. A bleed. Some kind of invasion. Undulating? Undulating. I have no idea what that means. Anyway, let's attack the front unit, I guess, because it doesn't have any protection. The trick, I think, against the Unstable Flash is to be able to attack multiple positions with great efficiency. For example, now it's of great benefit to us if we can attack the second and the fourth position, because those bits of the Unstable Flash are unprotected. Anyway, let's heal up, maybe? Yeah, sure. 6, it's not amazing, but it's alright. Sniper shot against this guy, maybe? Or do we want to attack one of the other units? I think that is more beneficial, even though it doesn't even matter all that much. And the crit chance actually against this one is much higher, so I'm gonna try to go for that one. Didn't get a crit, and the damage was actually quite low. We also got a bit of a heal there, which is unfortunate. I believe those weaker fragments, so to speak, of the Unstable Flash actually are always healers, so that's good to take note of. 23 damage, very well done, Hellion. Another 10 hit points back though for their side. Let's use a bandage here. And then I think I'm going to apply a Noxious Blast. Doesn't really matter on whom I apply that. And that's going to be another 15 damage, which is nice. A Bone Zephyr is a stun. That is interesting. Okay, now we need to be able to reach the front position. But you heal yourself at the moment. 18. Now that's what I want to see. Very good. Now you could also do an if it bleeds though. That is interesting. That would mean 9 damage. This would mean 12 to 23 with a 10% chance of critting. So let's try that. 13. Well, it's not even that bad, honestly, but although now at the moment all but 3 hit points have already been healed back. Okay, we resisted the blight there, so that's good. If need be, we do have the blight, the anti-venom, I mean. That anti-venom is pretty, that poison is pretty bad though. And wow, 17 damage and the bleed. Oh my god. How quickly the tide turns, huh? She has already had her turn. I kind of want to heal her up. We kind of need to do some damage control here. So she's gonna be healing for a bit. Only one of them morphed. And now they're all they all have pretty high protection. That's not good. 18 again, very nice. Undulating invasion. Oh boy, our health is dropping to dangerous levels. And the Death's Door situation now works differently because characters now become debuffed for the rest of the dungeon once they have become once they have reached Death's Door once. So we really should Ow! Well, we're gonna see that in action pretty damn soon. I hope we're not gonna lose her. If it bleeds, apply a bleed. Try to do this with damage over time. We're halfway through. Please don't kill her. Oh. More bleed. Oh my god, 6 damage. I hope she lives. I'm gonna try to get her off Death's Door. Oh, a crit. Nice. See, this is the Death's Door recovery penalty. Reduced accuracy, reduced damage, reduced speed, and increased stress damage. It's not even that bad. I wonder if it stacks once you get to Death's Door again. But I guess there's only one way to find that out. Anyway, we can reach the unstable flesh there, although healing is really the thing that he should be doing, isn't it? Yep, I think so. 4, that was not worth it at all. Genuine stroke, alright. That was a netto gain for us of 3 damage. I'm definitely gonna use a bandage there. And an incision perhaps, or maybe an emboldening on someone. No, Noxious Blast is I think the best choice here. 15 damage guaranteed over time. Maws of Life dodged it this time, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Ooh, and that blight is back. Undulating invasion. That may cause another blight, but this time it failed. Okay. If it bleeds, bleed resistance is not that good, so that's a good choice. 12 to 23 damage on top of it. This has a higher chance of critting, but I think I'm rather gonna go with the bleed. 15 damage. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. You may as well use a sniper shot against this fella. 14. Alright, we have a bit of morphing going on again. I would like to heal, but it's gonna heal 8, and it may actually bring her to Death's Door if it only... But the chances of that are not that great. What am I going to do? Yeah, I definitely need to heal. So I'm gonna heal the Plague Doctor, because Plague Doctor is my favorite character. Only 1, oh my god. Genuine Stroke, 7, okay. Not too horrible, we're getting there. 9 damage, Death's Door, yep, Death's Door, oh my god. Occultist is also another character class that I would like to lose. Obviously I don't want to lose anyone. Wow! 17 times 2, that is insane. 15 damage, she is almost now at Death's Door. I may need to get out of here. But we're almost there, 28 hit points. 28 hit points. Do I want to risk this? That's barely gonna do anything. This is gonna deal almost nothing. Oh, do I want to risk this? She's gonna be fine. It's likely to the retreat is going to fail most likely anyway. We're almost there. I'm gonna take the gamble. I shouldn't do that, but I really... we're so close. Iron Swan to evade all of the protection. Maybe even crit. 16. That was minimal, right? Oh, so close. Get this dude off Death's Door. Oh, please don't attack the Plague Doctor. Alright, he gets a turn. Okay, let's get her off Death's Door. 16, excellent. Bleed, I don't care about that. Maws of Life could bring her down to Death's Door again. It didn't this time. They passed their turn and we killed it. Oh, that feels good. Oh, we don't have room for that, huh? Oh. What are we going to drop? What are we going to drop? I am guessing that we're going to use a bandage and take that. I'm going to take a look at the dungeon map, see if perhaps there's something more that we can do here. Not that I really believe so. Let's eat the food, and I'm going to take a look into that hallway to see if... oh, actually, now hunger may surprise us. That wouldn't be good now, would it? Anyway, I'm going to take the gamble. I'll take the gamble to see what is here. We cannot really, honestly, expect to interact with that. I'm gonna take a peek in here. And that's a crate with goodies. And it is empty. Okay, well, I'm gonna get out of here. But we did it! By the skin of our teeth, but we managed to kill the unstable flesh. Excellent. We didn't get a lot of gold from that, honestly. No, we did not. Another 10,000, I guess, but for a veteran level dungeon, that's not that good. Did get 2 additional quirks. Backtracker instead of weapon tinker. Well, I'm glad that I upgraded her recently. And Warren's adventurer instead of resilient. What does resilient do? I'm not sure, but at least it's both good. So, yay. Okay. So, oh right, this is good. We have a highwayman who went into the sanitarium and we cured 2 diseases instead of just the one. We sent him there to cure syphilis, but we got hysterical blindness for free. So that's nice to see that happened, because I haven't seen that before, I don't think. Okay, let's take off the trinkets. And I guess that I want to send the people into, well, the brothel, obviously. I don't know if that's obvious. But anyway, let's put her in there. And we also have the occultist. Do I want to put him into some stress relief? Maybe. Maybe. I'll think about that in between episodes. More importantly, do we have any new characters that we can hire? We have a Seeker Abomination. Now, our roster is full. So, quite possibly I should dismiss someone. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Although I'm not a really big fan of the Highwayman. I don't really quite know how to use him. She has Fear of Eldritch. That's not great. Yeah, I may have to get rid of her, honestly. But then again, the disadvantage of that is that she is currently the only grave robber that I have. Then again, I guess... How good is he anyway? Bloodthirsty, that's not good. Reduced stress damage in the cove. Oh, he has all skills? Ah. Typically they only have like 4 skills unlocked, but this one has already got all of his skills unlocked. That is interesting. Quickening. Psych up. Increased damage. Now the idea of this character, I believe, is that he transforms into a beast, which causes stress for the other heroes. But the advantage, of course, as the beast is that he deals increased damage and has increased blight resistance. Now, I'm not really sure, honestly, if that seems to be worth it to me. Slam is a knockback and a stun? No stun. Still, doesn't look too horrible. A rage is a regular melee attack. A rake does the same thing. In a rake, when you repeat it, it actually deals more and more damage, which is kind of interesting. One of the problems that I, for example, have with the skill from the Hellion, for example, the Adrenaline Rush. I mean, you can use it when you're, for example, blighted or bled, and then it actually is an advantage. But if you want to use this one in order to increase your melee attacks, it takes an additional turn. So it is a kind of a good thing that this character can kind of do both at the same time, attack and increase damage for the next time. So that's kind of cool. Then we have stress reduction, interesting. Beast's Bile. Beast's Bile causes blight. Well, I kind of want to experiment with him, so... Do I really want to get rid of the grave robber? Yeah, I guess so. It's too bad though. Hopefully we'll get a better option in the future for a grave robber. Alright, let's take him aboard. Maybe one of the others is really good. They don't look very good at all. Oh, by the way, we also want to upgrade this to get better new heroes. Okay. Next time though, what dungeon are we going to do? Possibly. Poisoned herb increases blight skill chance. Not really something that we need. Obviously, it would be nice to experiment with the abomination, and this would be a good start with that. So I may choose this dungeon simply to use the abomination. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Then we of course also still have the fulminating prophet. But I don't like that boss, because he causes so much damage at the end of every round, and I don't really see how I can avoid that, because dodging is really not reliable enough to evade the falling debris that he causes. What was I thinking of to do? To look at? Oh yeah, I was wanting to look at this. How many bosses do we still have to do for the veteran level? We have the sunken crew and the fulminating prophet, and then we are entering. Then we are entering the territory of the not the champion level bosses. For example, the hack, which is already available. Yeah, that's gonna be tough as well. But that's for the future. I'm not gonna try and think too much about that. We have plenty of heroes who can go into those dungeons though, so that's all good and well. Can we go into a veteran level dungeon? Not really. We still need to, for example, take care of the Houndmaster. He still has a couple of diseases that I haven't cured yet. He's very well suited into the to go into the Weald. But I guess that I would rather send him against the fulminating prophet, maybe? Well, anyway, I'm gonna think about all of this in between episodes. Thanks, as always, very much for watching my episodes. I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoy recording them. And I hope to see you next time.